Hey Lou, I'm Krimu, and this is my first 50 days in Terraria snip down for your enjoyment. And this is my smoking hot character who will be taking over all of Terraria. Haha. I will be playing on master mode because I'm no sissy. I actually had to redo the first 5 hours because my video file got corrupted, so I won't be getting those beginner achievements here. Chopping trees down on day 1. This slime almost did 2/3 of my health. Wow. This butterfly was coming in hot, but it didn't kill me. I let my bro Tanner take care of that slime. I decided to chop as many trees down before midnight. Day 1 ended with me building a floor. I decided to open the door to see if I could kill the zombie. I couldn't, and with all the help Tanner was giving me, it wasn't enough, so he opened the door. He wanted to end it all, and I closed it, and I died. Tanner got away, of course. I learned to block the doors so Tanner won't open them. I also learned that I could just grind them this way. It's so satisfying. I had the brilliant idea of jumping down. I managed to go behind them, but I forgot I had locked myself in, so I ran away. I barely managed to build this tower. I dealt with them up here till morning. Day 2! I'm exploring east now. I came upon this slime guarding this golden chest. It contained these shoe spikes which helped me climb better. Cool. Oh yeah, I can't forget the chest. I decided to go back before nightfall, so I wouldn't die. This one vendor came in last time and I had enough money, so I decided to buy the piggy bank, as well as this shackle which does more damage than my bow, so I used it. Night 2 came and I decided to build my base of operations underground where I felt more safe, so I put a chest down. I built a platform because I was not going to jump down there again for more stars. I decided to dig down some more to see what I could find. I ended up finding this chest. It contained a savage umbrella which did more damage than my sickle. That was a good night too for me. Sweet. I explored west this time. I found this huge vein of copper which would help me to make some armor in the future. This umbrella was much more useful than the sickle and the bow. I found this tunnel in the desert, but I got scared, so I ran away. This vulture put me on 1 heart with 2 hits, so I knew I had gone a little too far from home. I decided to block spawn off so that I felt safer if I died. I made sure to light it up too. I made this parkour thing so zombies couldn't get through. This traveling merchant ended up coming along and I ended up buying pad thai from him. I don't know how to say that. And that was the end of day 3. I ended up looking online how to build a watch so I could better keep track of time for this video. I decided to mine down some more. These slimes are really dangerous and I almost died. I ended up finding these 2 holes with some pots. Look how colorful the underground can be with all these slimes. I ended up finding a lot of gold ore. I didn't really end up finding anything, so I went back to the top. I decided to explore east some more. I ended up finding this chest with an aglet, which gave me speed. I also found this radar, which gave me more speed. As well as these throwing knives, which I don't think I ever used. Into night 4, I was pretty much done exploring. I ended up getting overwhelmed with inventory management, so I made a space for chests. And this is how it looks like after I put some down. Oh look, the star idea is working. Whee! This eyeball almost killed me, so maybe the umbrella isn't that good. I ended up killing it with the sickle. I had the brilliant idea of jumping down and fighting the zombie with the sickle. I failed. Day 5 and I explored east. And I found this area and I ran away. And back down I go. I did end up using the knives. It was really satisfying to kill these slimes with nades. I almost died here on accident by jumping down, but I ended up killing them with nades. I managed to cheese this mother slime. Well, I decided to go down further to see what I could find. It's now day 6, and I accidentally got on this minecart, and I don't know how to get off. So I rolled it down mid, and this zombie rebounded. Even my gravestone was rolling. I wasn't paying attention, and as I started going down, apparently a slime came up and killed me. I made sure to take him out with my arrows this time. I thought this fairy was an enemy, but it turns out it was harmless and just wanted to chill with me. It looked like it was telling me to go over there, so I decided to follow it to see where it would take me. But I made the mistake of, walking into sand. That was enough Terraria for the day. I went back, but he was gone, so I left. I also upgraded to a lead helmet. And back down I go. I spent a lot of time dealing with these bats. I also had to make a hole under this water chunk so I could continue mining straight down. I was actually working pretty carefully and slowly, but I made a mistake and paid for it dearly. I get that I suck, but this jellyfish did not need to show off like that. I once again was not paying attention and ran straight into a zombie. Look how many shots this snail took to kill. Okay, so I was going pretty carefully again, but in my defense, I couldn't even see that thing. That thing was so hard to see, and I still can't see it. Where is it? I ended up coming back down, but he did 40 damage per hit. That's enough mining for today, right? Night 7 came with a pants upgrade. I ended up finding some neon blue ground blocks. This place looks really cool, but that snail thing came in hot, and I jumped in with a skelly, and I died. It was faster if I took these down, and I usually end up teleporting back up anyways, so... I made sure to take it carefully, but that snail still wanted me. It took me 8 days to find a life crystal. I ended up finding a weird merchant underground. He didn't really sell anything good. I ended up finding a chest and a life crystal under the water. It ended up containing a zealous mace, which did a ton more damage than anything I had. I ended up mining some more gold ore too. I also learned that this mace was super useful and made life so much easier. I didn't even notice this popped up. I ended up finding another minecart rail under the blue stuff. Life crystal, yay. So apparently if you double tap left click, you can just place the mace down and enemies might just walk into it. The skeleton threw 2 things at me and killed me. I got back to the surface and noticed that slime was falling from the sky. I ended up killing slimes till morning. Slimes also fall victim to the double click mace. So satisfying. I spent some of day 9 organizing, and I decided to head west. This slime took like 1,000,000 hits before it finally died. What the hell is that? I also found another life crystal in the jungle, which was pretty nice. Me and this wasp had a nasty duel, but I ended up winning. I also found this ocean thing which contained a sandcastle bucket and a breathing reed. Cool. I was pretty low and the man-eater finished me off. I ended up extending my chest area more and even named him so I can organize better. And I'm heading west again. Not today, man-eater. I was running away from this gang of bats and some slimes ended up sandwiching me, so I just teleported back home. Day 10 ended with me going back down. I ended up deciding to explore the right side of this underground railroad. I also learned how to jump off. I also found this life crystal. Nice. I finally got an achievement pop-up which sounded pretty cool, and it was for walking, I think. This dude sold me glow sticks that show treasure. These glow sticks were pretty cool, but I wasn't paying attention, and yeah. It's pretty cool how they show things glowing around you. I had to mine underneath here to make way for my tunnel. I can't believe it took me a while to realize I could just throw the glow stick at my tunnel. What is that? What? Nope. Nope. I ended up getting this Jeepers Creepers achievement for stumbling into a spider's nest. I mined into night 11. Get wrecked. It's especially satisfying with groups of mobs. I couldn't even see what was going on, but I almost died. Apparently zombies really like jumping on it. I found another one down here. Found this mosquito looking thing coming at me and I got scared. This termite thing came at me too and I wasn't paying attention and I burned to death. I decided to go east instead. This dude walked right through this. I ended up finding a snow biome. It was 4 PM but I wanted to continue exploring. Come back at night if you wish to enter. Nah, it was almost nighttime but I was committed to go as far as I could. I almost passed right this guy who was apparently dying. And that was the edge of the world, so I teleported back. I spent the last of night 12 remodeling my hotel. It was day 13 and I headed west. I decided to explore the jungle. The jungle water started getting red. I was surrounded, so I just ended up teleporting away. Wow, it's really expensive to be a furry. I think this has happened 3 times now. What a wild ride this would be. Let's do it. Just kidding. Yo, this furry's such a bro. This thing slowly regens life. Not today, lava. I ended up getting sniped by a skelly. I stayed down here into day 14. Life. Crystals. That zombie did not want to live anymore. I thought this was some sort of lava barrel, but it ended up being a yo-yo. Also got a throwing lines achievement. I ended up teleporting back. I also turned my normal mace into a flaming mace. Drowning dude gave me a quest which I finished. Apparently I'm his servant. This dude sells some cool things. Looks like a window. I missed this. Night 14 brought a boss HP bar. Woo! He started shooting his babies at me. I also learned that bosses like this one can go through blocks. I did not last long. He was gone when I respawned. I did some internet research to find this was a good way to deal with him. I don't really want to talk about this one, to be honest. Into day 15, I was more careful. It was weird doing this, but with lava. I'm a bulldozer. This flame mace is really cool. I ended up getting harassed by a bunch of mobs. I did not feel the evil presence. This glory hole gave me money. That's a glory hole. A random mage appeared and started attacking me. Timmy over here made the mistake of getting close to me and his life was ended. This snail was more dangerous than Timmy the wizard ever was. I was ganked. I put an opening here. This happened again, but I was carrying 23 gold. Luckily I got it back. I started making a home for the demolitionist. I had to make a zipper all the way down though, so that I could place some walls. And there you go. He didn't have to yeet himself like this though. I organized till night 16. I ended up using a lot of my stars to get these mana crystals full. Apparently desert storms happen. I ended up getting this robot hat drop. It took me forever, but I got a life crystal. And then this boulder fell on me. More slimes were falling from the sky. I ended up fishing up a batfish. I got this thing that lets me double jump. I ended up heading east. I remember passing by these caves. I was determined to find something good. I ended up finding this chest that had some shark bait, as well as some boots that really increased my speed. I decided to go deeper with these cool torches. I ended up finding this ice blade. It shoots ice bolts. That's crazy. I found this chest that contained a fish, and ended up spawning me a baby penguin. A life crystal. This fairy took me to another life crystal. I ended up finding this chest with a blizzard in a bottle. I found yet another life crystal. So far there hasn't been any mobs that really did anything, but out of nowhere this spiky slime started coming at me and froze me. Then as I was unfreezing, he cast a spell on me or something, and I was falling downside up, and I just started panicking, so I teleported back. I decided to do some more exploration. The timing was never right for me to ever go inside this dungeon. I ended up fishing up a quest. I organized till night 19. An evil presence was watching me again, so I put a campfire down. I couldn't find the clip of me crafting this hook, but I ended up making it with a hook that I found. I even drank some potions this time. And I managed to get him to half health, but then he opened up his mouth and started attacking me at lightning speed. I was dominated. There's all this mist near my base. I cut trees till day 20. I ended up building these houses so the loners of the hotel could feel more comfortable. Another fish quest done. Gold helmet upgrade. It was time to go into the desert. This cactus basically one-shot me. I looked up into ways of traveling faster, and apparently this pylon helps. I ended up wanting to be closer to a surface lake, so I built over here. I placed the loners over here. This is the only nice thing I've made. Apparently these guys also wanted to be away from people. A lot of loners. And now I'm heading to the jungle. This looks like a great place to build a house. This one dude wanted to be at the jungle, so I made him a big house. I was putting up a ceiling for the arena, and I was attacked and died. I ended up splitting this dude's house and put the painter here, which allowed me to purchase the pylon, which made it so I could travel to the jungle a whole lot easier. I ended up getting a shackle that gave me 3 defense. I ended up chopping trees down all day, and now we're going back down. I forgot to hit the record button, but I ended up dying to this ant charger thing. These babies were giving me trouble, so I dipped. I ended up looking up different types of ores and found that I could now mine the red stuff with my gold pickaxe. Here were 2 veins. A vein underwater. I made a lot. I decided to craft the tendon bow. Just a little bit of jester arrows too. These arrows are amazing. Apparently spooky ghosts attack me at night now. I decided to mine more. Who's placing all these stones? At least I found a life crystal. I've been seeing these trees and I just thought they were background ornaments or something, but you can mine them. I left behind a lot of different types of ores. I left behind mountains of gold apparently. I also expanded my underground fishing area. Night 24 came with a pants upgrade. I ended up finding more crimtanes, so I crafted a blood butcher. I also stocked up on more nades. I talked to the fisherman at 3 AM to see what quest I had to do. I ended up learning that the quest changes at 4 AM, so I spent all day fishing for nothing. I wanted to see which one let me jump higher, and I think the blizzard one did. I sold this golden carp for 11 gold. This time I was ready for the evil presence to come. I even picked out all the potions I would need. I don't think I could have over-prepared more for this next battle. Unlike last time, I actually ended up drinking up the potions that I brought. I was cleaning up the battlefield, but he spawned. The fight started off great due to the jester arrows allowing me to deal damage to both the eyeball as well as his minions. He started revolving, spewing out his minions, and evolved into a thing of nightmares. He also charged a whole lot faster. He started going lightning speed on me. How am I supposed to dodge that? I guess all I had to do was just run away from the eyeball. We got each other so low, but I got health potions, so it was coming down to the wire, and just when I thought it was over for me, I managed to jump over him and land one last shot. The Lucky Break achievement is earned by surviving with 10 HP after taking fall damage, meaning I was 10 HP away from killing myself mid-fight. I don't get the inside joke of these goggles, but I would love to be a part of one someday. I also got all these nifty gifties from the eyeball, a bunch of Crimtane. I got this lucky Shield of Cthulhu. It allowed me to double tap A or D to smash into enemies. This was going to be placed in a better spot later on. Apparently this dust rids the world of all the bad stuff. After talking to the Dryad, I decided to take on the bad stuff. Walking into this eyeball looking thing really seems like a good idea, doesn't it? I wasn't able to break anything, so I used the powder and it turned it into stone. That did nothing. Joke's on you guys, I looked it up and learned not to break more than 2 of these. The heart gave me a gun. Spooky spiders are no match for the jester arrows. I also got this beating heart that emitted light. After breaking the 2 of the 3 heart crystals, I decided to head to the desert biome once again. This was the antlion death. I think I stumbled upon an antlion orgy. Apparently they did not like me interrupting their orgy and they got really upset at me. I ended up finding some desert boots which made me run faster on sand, as well as a chisel which lets me place faster. I guess I know why there's so many antlions around. This sneaky chest almost got away from me. Ended up containing a snake charmer's flute. This light emitting snake rope was so cool. This chest seemed out of place, so I was a bit scared. It contained the shell and it teleported me to the ocean. I made the fisherman a place here because I could just teleport here whenever I wanted to. I was managing my inventory and a blood moon appeared. That's an ugly zombie. How does an arms dealer die? Then again, the gold armor eyeball slayer died as well, so. I ended up using the conch to travel to the ocean again and it teleported me to the other side. Look at this really creepy desert area. I ended up making a house for the Dryad. She did not like the change, so I moved her back into the haunted house. I moved the arms dealer next to the kid. I learned that the reason it was so cloudy was because all these graves were making a graveyard. That's much better and safer. I spent the rest of the day thinking of what to change. I ended up extending the arena some more. Whee! God damn it. I took down the hotel which was no longer haunted. I moved the Dryad into the loner village. The sound is so satisfying to me. I did not know you could do this. I moved the fishing chest into the angler's room. And I just about finished this arena. I was officially a homeless living underground. I spent some time thinking about what I was gonna do, so I decided to live next to the lake. I spent the last bit of night deciding exactly where to build. I literally spent all day on building ideas. And several hours later I came up with this entrance. Slime really had to drop now, didn't they? Give me my ASMR license right now. I ended up just killing slimes till morning. My bad, I meant to say I killed too many slimes because a boss HP bar appeared and I think King Slime is a little mad. King Slime has the power to travel through space and time to reach me. And reach me he did. I'm not a good builder, but... Nah, that's it. I'm just not a good builder. This is a work in progress, I swear. Night 30 came and went as I finished the storage area. Day 31 was going to be sad. Goblin army started attacking me from the east? I did not have a good time. Thank God it's over. I then headed east to start working on my project again. I spent the next 5 days building and moving to the eastern side of the forest near the surface lake. I spent literal hours designing this. I forgot to record day 37, but I prepared to finally destroy the final heart so I could spawn the brain boss. I'm not sure what I expected, to be honest, but these eyeballs had their way with me and there was nothing I could do about it. Further prepping resulted in a life crystal find. Freeing this dude from his free time activities proved to be a really good move. The fetish-loving goblin sold me some boots and a crafting station which allowed me to combine equipables. So I made some specter boots. I forgot to record attempt 1, but night 39 through day 42 was spent grinding this stupid brain that wouldn't die. I ran out of hearts to break, so I had to craft an item that would spawn it in. I spawned it in and attempt 6 began. I made the strategic decision to stay on the top platform this time and only jump down if I needed to pick up the health drops. I had 3 different weapons I could use, but I decided to use my bow for the final push. I stayed on this platform instead of jumping manically, which gave me the victory against the stupid brain. Pickled boss. I finally had an area to place my trophies down. I looked for a meteor all night that had apparently landed. Found it. There was nothing inside the meteor, but I mined up a lot of meteorite. Lightning round time. Because I want to continue playing, but I also have to edit, so I want to speed this up. I crafted all the meteor things. Day 44 was Slime Annihilation Day. The Slime King had easily been overthrown by me. Time had finally aligned for me to check this out, and I knew something fishy might happen, but what is this? I was tickling Mr. Skeleton here, but he did not consent, so he ended me in retaliation. I said screw the bouncer and went right inside and, of course, I made cavern fishing easier by purchasing a cavern pylon. I hunted the last crystal heart. Yay! My fish quest gave me a golden bug net. My second attempt I got him solo with the mini shark I bought from the arms dealer, but I died. This was personal now, I had to defeat him no matter what.
Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back.
I now have all the knowledge, I just needed to execute. But first, I moved my spawn point to my house. I failed miserably. I moved the pylon and villagers closer to my spawn. I failed again. I had to be missing something, you know? And with the help of some dead hardcore characters, I found what I was missing. This took ages. But after identifying some floating islands, I got lucky with the first one, which gave me a red balloon. I climbed to another one, but was cancelled by some ugly burbs. So with the cloud balloon in hand, I prepared for round 5. I threw. One last attempt. For all the marbles. It was do or die. All or nothing. It was...
Shut up!
Oh. It's time to finally fight Mr. Skelly to the... How dare that slime hit his new king. I shot over 600 bullets to take down his hands? His metacarpals. I had now mastered spiraling around him without taking too much damage. I had developed a new strategy based on my arena, which involved lowering myself so that I would not take fall damage when jumping over him. Can someone tell me if this was delayed fall damage or what? Over 20 hours of gameplay later, I did it! I beat Terraria! Hey there, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you in part 2.